Godzilla vs. Doctor Strange, Magic vs. Monster. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive into the wildest, what-if, battles and geekiest debates. Today, we've got a colossal showdown that's been on my mind, Godzilla vs. Doctor Strange. That's right, the king of the monsters facing off against the master of the mystic arts. Magic vs. Monster, who would triumph in this epic clash? Grab your snacks, get comfy, and let's jump right into it. First things first, let's set the stage for this epic encounter. On one side, we have Godzilla, a towering, radioactive titan who's been the symbol of destruction, and sometimes salvation, since 1954. He's the original kaiju, smashing cities and battling other giant monsters with ease. On the other side, we've got Dr. Stephen Strange, once a brilliant neurosurgeon, now the Sorcerer Supreme. He's got a repertoire of spells, artifacts, and the knowledge to manipulate time and space itself. He's protected Earth from interdimensional threats and cosmic entities. So, what happens when these two icons cross paths? Let's break it down. Let's talk about Godzilla's credentials. This guy is no joke. Depending on the incarnation, he stands anywhere from 150 to over 300 feet tall. He's a living, breathing force of nature powered by nuclear energy. Powers and abilities. Atomic breath, his signature move, a concentrated blast of nuclear energy capable of leveling buildings and obliterating enemies. Super regeneration. Godzilla can heal from injuries that would be fatal to most creatures. He's survived nukes, for crying out loud. Amphibious nature. He can traverse the oceans and landmasses with ease, making him a global threat. Physical strength. He can lift and throw monsters his own size, cause earthquakes with his footsteps, and his tail swipe can flatten skyscrapers. Notable feats. In Godzilla, King of the Monsters, he took down King Ghidorah, an alien Hydra-like titan. Survived a meteor impact in Godzilla, Final Wars. Absorbed a nuclear explosion and used it to power up in Godzilla vs. Destoroyah. This guy is the definition of resilience and brute force. Now, let's delve into Doctor Strange's world. Once an arrogant surgeon, a tragic accident led him on a journey to heal his hands, but he ended up healing his soul and becoming one of Earth's mightiest heroes. Powers and abilities. Mystic magic. He can cast spells to create shields, weapons, and manipulate energy. Astral projection. Allows him to separate his spirit from his body, accessing different planes of existence. Time manipulation. Using the Eye of Agamotto, he can rewind, pause, or loop time. Remember his face-off with Dormammu. Dimensional travel. Opens portals to different locations and dimensions. Artifacts. The Cloak of Levitation grants flight and acts independently to protect him. Notable feats. Trapped Dormammu in a time loop, forcing him to bargain. Held his own against Thanos in Avengers: Infinity War. Protected reality from interdimensional threats. He's a strategist and thinker, leveraging his vast knowledge to outsmart opponents. Alright, picture this. Godzilla surfaces near a coastal city, drawn by a disturbance caused by dark magic, maybe someone tampering with forces they shouldn't. Doctor Strange senses the upheaval in the mystical realms and goes to investigate. The city is in chaos as Godzilla makes landfall. People are evacuating, buildings are crumbling, and the military is useless against the giant monster. Strange hovers above the skyline, Cloak of Levitation billowing as he assesses the situation. It's up to him to stop Godzilla and save the city. But how? Strange isn't about brute force, he's about strategy. He might start by creating illusions. Attempt to confuse Godzilla, maybe making him see other titans to distract or lure him away. Binding spells. Use the crimson bands of Sidorak to restrain Godzilla. Mirror dimension. Trap Godzilla in a parallel realm where he can't harm the real world. Time manipulation. Freeze or slow down time around Godzilla to find a solution. But here's the catch. Godzilla's immense size and power could counteract or even overwhelm some of these spells. Godzilla operates on instincts but isn't mindless. He senses threats and adapts. Atomic pulse. Emit a nuclear shockwave to break bindings or disrupt magic. Radiation emission. His very presence generates radiation, which could interfere with magical energies. Sheer force. Physical attacks that could shatter magical constructs if they're not strong enough. This isn't just a monster rampaging, it's a force that can adapt to and overcome challenges. Potential outcomes. Scenario 1. Doctor Strange prevails. Strange successfully traps Godzilla in the mirror dimension. Inside, he manipulates the environment to contain or redirect Godzilla, eventually finding a way to neutralize the threat without harming him. Maybe even communicating with him to understand his motive. Scenario 2. Godzilla overwhelms. Godzilla's raw power and nuclear energy overwhelm Strange's spells. Magic constructs shatter under the onslaught, and Strange is forced to retreat. Godzilla continues his path, and Strange has to find another solution. Scenario 3. Mutual understanding. Realizing that Godzilla is not inherently evil, Strange delves deeper, perhaps using the eye of Agamotto to see the root cause. They discover a greater threat manipulating events, leading to an unlikely alliance where magic and monster team up to save the world. Strengths and weaknesses. Let's break down their advantages and vulnerabilities further. Godzilla's strengths. Nigh indestructible. Conventional weapons are useless. Even his own battles cause nuclear explosions. Adaptive abilities. Can absorb energy attacks and use them to power up. Intimidation factor. His presence alone can cause opponents to hesitate. Godzilla's weaknesses. Slow movement, not agile, could be outmaneuvered. Limited intelligence. Operates on instinct, which can be predictable. Energy dependency. Overloading him with energy could cause a meltdown. Doctor Strange's strengths. Versatility. Access to thousands of spells for any situation. Intellect. Quick thinking and adaptation in battle. Resourceful artifacts. Magical items that enhance his abilities. Doctor Strange's weaknesses. Human frailty. Physically, he's human. A single hit could be fatal. Energy limits. Massive spells drain his stamina. Reliance on artifacts. Losing key items like the cloak or eye can weaken him. Fan theories and possibilities. Fans have speculated endlessly about this matchup. Theory 1. Quantum realm solution. Strange could shrink Godzilla using PIM particles, sending him to the quantum realm where he can't cause harm. Theory 2. Astral manipulation. Entering Godzilla's mind via astral projection to pacify or redirect him. Theory 3. Absorption spell gone wrong. Attempting to absorb Godzilla's energy backfires, boosting Godzilla's power and forcing Strange to find another way. These theories highlight the unpredictable nature of such a battle and the creative possibilities. So, who would win, Godzilla or Doctor Strange? Honestly, it's like comparing apples and radioactive, city-stomping oranges. If Strange can outthink and outmaneuver Godzilla, using his magic to neutralize or redirect him, he stands a chance. But if Godzilla's sheer power breaks through Strange's defenses, it could spell disaster. Ultimately, it might come down to whether brains can triumph over brawn, and whether magic can contain the might of a monster. But that's just my take. The fun part is imagining all the scenarios and debating with you guys. What do you think? Could Doctor Strange's magic overpower Godzilla's might? Or would the king of the monsters reign supreme? Share your thoughts, theories, and battle plans in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more epic battles and geeky content. Don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss any future uploads. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Until next time, keep dreaming big and embracing the impossible. Stay awesome.